All right, everybody, welcome back. Yeah, we didn't play last week, so we've adjusted. I'm starting another game, so we adjusted a couple of people to another game. So we've got 4 people for basic D&D. It just kind of ramps up the difficulty that much more, losing a couple of players. So, but I think you guys will be fine. So we're picking up where we left off last time with Bella, Brutus, Dax, and Wilbur. And we are in the pool room. And Wilbur kind of got a get-out-of-jail-free card last time we played. So just to kind of go over how death and dying is going to work in basic D&D. So, all right, you guys are in the pool room. We've got plenty more pools that you can check out. There's the pool that has the fizzling liquid in it. There is the pool that has that milky gray syrup type of liquid in it. There is a slime green color type of pool. There's a pool that has, looks like a cool to the touch regular water. There's a pool of wine because you could smell the wine last time. And then there is a pool full of like a steaming ice. Hello, adventurers.
Hello. Hello, David.
Hello, Dave.
Hello.
Roy.
Brutus is going to go over to the pool of steaming ice, and he's going to get his hand like really close to it to see if it's actually cold or something else.
Wilbur's hand, you mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna force it, pull it. Come on, Wilbur, touch this, you son of a!
Tell me if it's cold.
Leaning up against the wall, and I'm yelling, "Pussy, dive in!" A real man would dive in.
So yeah, as you go, as
yeah,
Wilbur,
real man would almost break his neck too.
yeah,
Hold my hand.
as he does a swan dive, the Scrooge McDuck swan dive into the pool of gold and the illusion. So yeah, you walk up there, Wilbur, to the pool, and you can definitely feel that it's definitely really cold. And this is something weird because this is something that you haven't seen before. And when you touch the ice, the ice is actually really hot. It's like big, it's like a burning hot, an icy hot, sort of like what Shaq would say. It's icy hot. So, yeah, it's really hot to the touch. So you hold your hand on there for a couple of seconds, and then it starts getting hot, and you pull your hand away like, wow, this is weird. But it's definitely nice and cold because you're standing next to it, and you're like, wow, it's actually kind of chilly over here. Feels good.
So I've got like a really sore ankle, so I'm gonna put my foot in there for a little bit, kind of get the swelling down.
Ice off the ankle. I like it.
No, so
it
it just appears to be like a steaming or smoking, like dry ice type thing, right?
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, you've never seen anything like that before. Now, if you would see it again in the future, then you would say, "Oh, that's like a dry ice type of thingamajiggy going on." But yeah, when it didn't hurt your hand or anything. It just got hot and you pulled it away.
Yeah, I put just a tiny drop on my tongue of the water.
What is it about you and have to taste everything in this? You continually just eat everything in this thing. It's like you experience the world like a baby would.
No. It's Bella who's like eating all the rocks.
Yeah, she is.
It's me that puts rocks in my mouth.
We've got a pretty good idea that like some of these things might be magical. I mean, it looks pretty magical, so.
Yeah, you've never seen it before. It's definitely magical to you, that's for sure. Because you're like, how is this ice not melting? When it's so hot and musky in this dungeon.
Didn't we find one of these pools that was a like a healing pool?
The hot
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, pink one.
Yeah, the pink one, yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah,
empty
the
out my
pink pool.
canteen and fill it up with water from the pink pool.
Sure.
I don't really think I'm going to find anything in this room, so I'm just going to start looking around for secret traps or something, or secret doors or something up and around here. I don't think we're going to find anything in these pools.
Yeah, so there's no way this game would be on easy if
Right, if this was the room.
if that potion works outside this room. But maybe
This is true.
You never know.
Maybe it turns
maybe
into
it turns to poison after 2 hours out of the pool.
Right? But yeah, I'm going to do that. Take some of this pink liquid, and then I'm just going to start looking around this room for secret doors. See if there's a hidden way in or out of here from some other place around this area.
Yeah, so when somebody walks by the bubbling pool, the sizzling, like sort of like it looks like a pool of acid. Well, it's really clear, and yeah, I would say right here. As you walk by, you look down into the pool and you see a beautiful shield just sitting at the bottom of the pool.
Hey, Wilbur.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, this is the green acidic type of fluid, because you guys could actually smell like a pungy, really dense, very sour smell as the steam kind of rises up from the pool.
I don't suppose anybody has a grappling hook or a pole or something.
I do have a hook, a grappling hook.
Maybe we could try and hook this thing out of here.
No. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, actually, that's a great idea. Yeah. So, I think Dax will walk over there. Let me go ahead and run this grappling
easy
hook.
though on the Corona cough there. Easy.
Yeah, sorry, man. It's all the...
Do I need to wear my mask?
Earlier.
Do I need to wear my mask in the game, or what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a regular Corona cough. It's because I did a whole bunch of cocaine right before the game.
Nice.
Like normal. But hey,
I'm jealous.
yeah, so let's... so Dax will go ahead and grab that, and I'll throw it in there. I'll wheel it down in there and see if I can...
It's about 8 foot down, the depth of the pool. They're all about 8 foot, 10 feet. This looks like same, 8 to 10 feet. And the green liquid is like I said, it's crystal clear, and you can see, even though it is bubbling and steaming a little bit, you can see this beautiful shield at the bottom.
Well, it could be poisonous or acidic. I don't want to deal with that. So I'll try to hook it with my grapple hook and drag that thing out of there, just to make sure it's not an illusion.
Okay.
Just dive in. Just be really fast. You'll be all right.
It may not hurt. I mean, you are level 1. You got a couple hit points, so you should last a couple of rounds. But all right. So you take the grappling hook, and you said you are putting the grappling hook on rope.
Yeah, I mean the grappling hooks. Yeah, it's on the rope already. So I use it to grapple. So. So I'll put it on the rope. I got my rope, and then I'll throw that bad boy in the pool, and then I'll try to hook it, just like when you try to hook when you're fishing.
Sure. What is your? We won't use your dex bonus. We'll just do a sort of like a check to see how you're kind of taking the rope. So, what is your dex score, Dax? What is it, like a 12 or something like that? I think you have a pretty
15.
Good. Okay, so you got a pretty good dex score. So we'll say that you needed a target number of 15 below, like a general skill check, and you were taking the rope with the hook. You were kind of scraping it on the bottom, and guess what?
That's right.
On your first attempt, you were successful with.
I turn to those guys and say, "First attempt, suckers!"
Yeah, and just as you're pulling the rope up, you're noticing that the rope is definitely damaged. And the rope snaps, but you're able to grab the shield and get the shield. And the shield doesn't look like it's been affected at all. I mean, this is a pristine
I'm not gonna
shield.
grab the shield per se. Get that.
Sure.
Get that. Obviously, some kind of acidic material on my hands. I'll kind of slide the shield on the ground, and maybe Wilbur will wipe it off by just butt scooting on it or something.
Remember, there's that pool there of water, so you can go and take. Handfuls of water, your canteens, and wash off this shield. But
What's this shield look like? Is it beautiful?
Oh, it's a really nice shield. It's not pitted at all. And when you after you get it all cleaned off and whatnot, you turn it over, and there's a couple of there's like a almost like a pocket on the back of the shield. and there is a beautiful scroll tube made of like a maybe a bone white material or an off white.
You know
material.
how I like the bone white, Dave.
And then there is also there's also a key that's attached to the actual scroll tube. So there's a key, a gold key, and a scroll tube, and they're unaffected by this.
Oh, snap. Well, I mean, obviously I'm going to unroll the scroll, sniff it a little bit. I mean, I don't even know how to tell if it's a magic scroll or not, but I do know that, you know, I might as well toss it to the Oh, we don't have a magic guy.
Don't have a magic user anymore. But then again, you have a cleric. Maybe the cleric can see if this is something that that he can read, maybe.
All right, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and toss that scroll to the cleric, and I'll, you know what? I don't think I want to hold on to this key, so I'm going to pass the scroll and the key to the cleric, and I'm going to go ahead and slide the shield over to Brutus. Hey, Brutus, I don't know if you use a shield, but if you do, take a look at this bad boy. I fished this out all by myself, first time.
Yeah,
Hooked it right out of the pool.
I was standing right here. I saw the whole thing.
I know, but I just didn't hear you go, woo, impressive, first time,
Wasn't
like I did Will.
That's why.
Ah, yeah, okay. Well, take a look at this shield. I mean, obviously,
No,
if it can
it's
survive
Very nice, yeah.
this acid attack.
I do.
But-
I usually
you-
prefer it
Do you know what I think this key opens, though? I think it opens a lock.
or a door.
Oh, it could be a lock in anything, but I just wanted to share that with you.
So the shield is of exquisite shape. I mean, it's of a prestigious quality. You know, there's a sort of like a weapon on the front of the shield. The beautiful leather strapping in the back, not going to be uncomfortable for you to wield. And like I said, there was this pocket as well. So, yeah, the scroll. You open up the scroll tube. I guess he hands it to you, Wilbur.
I did. I
check
threw
out-
it to Wilbur.
Okay, so yeah, Wilbur, what do you do with that bone scroll that you have?
Well, first of all, I taste it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it wouldn't be the
Saving
first time
throw
you've had
versus
that in your
poison,
mouth.
or die.
A bone in your mouth.
how this party operates by taste.
Yeah.
Pull it out and let's see if there's a scroll inside this thing.
Sure,
Yeah,
there
probably.
is. These scrolls are actually packed rather tightly in there, and there are 6 scrolls, 6 pieces of parchment.
Damn!
And when you open it up, they all look identical. And when you start reading, you're like, holy crap, I know what this is. I can actually read this scroll. It is a scroll of magic detection. And there are a total of 6 of them.
Damn!
Old school magic detection will tell me what a no, that's identify.
No, actually, scroll of magic, detected magic. Yes, it will pretty much tell you what it is because Identify didn't come till Advanced First Edition, so there's really no mechanics for anywhere in the Rule Cyclopedia on finding out what a magical item is. You know, if you don't have it, you could take it to a wizard or something, and then they can detect magic. But yeah, you have 6 detect magic scrolls.
Well, let's burn these bad boys because we got some items. We got a mace.
All right,
that
I'll get a fire going.
we got a what else we got? We got the shield to investigate, and I believe we got something else last time too, didn't we?
You got let's see, what all do you have in the party sheet? You
You
have
have 3 unidentified items in the party sheet.
you have
One is a mace.
you got a mace, a shield, and chainmail. So yeah, you know that the detect magic scroll will work for a little bit. So you would have enough time to detect all 3 of those those items to see if they're magic or not.
Let's do it. Start cracking some of these things
Wait,
open.
before you do this,
Sure.
I feel like there used to be more people. Nah.
Yeah,
That's just my
there
imagination.
was more people, but Skeever and 010, 010 had some epiphany while you guys were in the pool room, and he was being summoned. Him and Skeeve, they were being summoned to another world. So
those losers basically bailed on us.
they did.
All right, I'm gonna start spreading rumors.
They did. You're gonna start spreading rumors. Nice. They did give you their potions of healing, so you do have 2 more potions of healing in the party sheet. So you guys
Okay,
do have
perfect.
that. They said we don't need these in this world because we're going to the world of Galar. They're going to some world called Galarian, and that's where they're going. But
And then they jumped into the pool of death, right?
yeah,
Puff
a
of smoke,
portal
they were
opened
gone.
up. Yeah, a portal opened up in the empty pool there, and then they just said cannonball and jumped in, and they just disappeared, and then the portal closed behind them.
Perfect.
And it's just you 4 now.
Can't help but feel like my header into the pool there made them realize they probably weren't with the right party of adventurers. A-team. And they're like, let's get out of here and go join the A-team.
We've been summoned to the world of Galarian, wherever that is.
Where the players don't swan dive into death.
Yeah, right?
Okay, so we can burn some of these scrolls there, Super Dave?
All you need to do is burn one of these scrolls, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One for
All right, so
all.
let's take those items and put them right out in front of us, stack them so they're beautiful, and then start your chanting. And let's find out which one's magical, what each of these things are.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and tell you now, as Gary, as Wilbur, performs the ritual, summons has a scroll. He reads the words from the scroll, and Gary, you can see that the chainmail is magical. It is of the first circle, so it will be chainmail +1. The mace is definitely magical as well. It is a mace of the first circle. And the shield is also of the first circle. And I have identified all of those in the party sheet, and you guys can go ahead and take those items that you want to put on your sheet. And don't forget to adjust your numbers in the boxes if you take something. So I don't think anybody's proficient with weapon mastery with a mace, right? But it doesn't matter because if you can use a mace, it's still a +1 mace,
Absolutely. And I don't really need a weapon being a mystic.
Yeah.
And plus I'm waiting for triangle stuff.
Triangle stuff, what, like stars
Yeah, this is
and stuff?
this is all first circle stuff. I'm waiting for the first triangles.
I got you. Maybe that'll be like second or third circle or something. So you're waiting for the good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Wilbur, I think this will set you up pretty good.
Yeah,
as
right?
far as weapons and shield go. I don't think the armor helps me, and I wield a 2-handed weapon, so.
Why wouldn't the armor help you? Isn't it magical armor? Do you already have magical armor?
No, I've got something higher than that. I think.
Well, you want something lower, though, I thought.
Lower.
Yeah, remember Thaco's lower. So the lower don't be scared of Thaco.
I'm a little scared, Dave.
So what is banded, 5?
I don't know
Or
if chainmail helps.
When I was in
chainmail
high school,
+1
Thaco
is
beat me up.
a 4
And I've
armor
always-
class. So yeah, the chainmail +1 is a 4 armor class. You can click on the little star in the party sheet. So the chainmail +1 is 4 AC. The mace is +1 to hit, and also damage. And then the shield adds a total of 2, subtracts 2 AC. So that would be, if your armor class is 4, your armor class would be a 2, which is even that much better.
Plus,
So
you
you-
can use it as a sled in the wintertime down a hill.
You could,
Right. So that, like I said,
as long as there's snow.
chainmail, that wouldn't change my AC.
All
The
right.
shield, I wield a 2-handed sword, so that doesn't help that much.
It's-
And then the mace, again, I can't use that either.
Yeah. Wow. So
I mean, I can.
It's like I'm getting geared up here as I slowly start undressing in front of everybody.
That's pretty sexy.
Woo-hoo.
Maybe we can find a pool with stuff for a thief.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to go look at the red pool.
Well, remember, like I said, this is all random. Everything here is being rolled. So it's. I'm not just saying, okay. It's not like D&D 5e where you guys are giving me a list of all your wanted items that you want, like the displacer cloak and everything else. Yeah, this is all random. There's a total of 34 loot parcels that are in this dungeon, and I do a 1d34 roll. And I just happen to roll a 22, and 22 happened to be a shield +1. So, yeah, that's how I'm doing loot. All randomness, which I actually like that.
Hey, I may want to chop that extra 8 foot off my 50-foot rope if it's all
you are
frayed
going to want to
and
do that.
destroyed.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And also your
Grapple
hook
hook?
is also pitted a little bit, but it's still fine. But if you would do this again with it, or maybe a couple more times, then your grapple hook probably wouldn't be any good. But it's still
Okay.
good though, and you get it washed off with the water from the pool. You guys can get you can get all of your canteens filled up as well. And Gary, you have the healing liquid from the pink pool.
Abysmal is what it is.
What's,
Wow. Dave, can you tell me what the damage is on a mace? How is that going to change right now?
You can
Warhammer
just
base?
you can just go ahead. It'll tell you when you look at Mace +1. Oh yeah, when you open up the Mace +1 in the party sheet, it tells you it's a 1d6 damage. You can open up the mace on the right hand side. Look at the party sheet. See the star to the right hand side of Mace +1. Click on that, and it opens up the information for the item.
This,
A mace.
mine, adds +1 to attack and damage, and this is a heavy striking head attached to a short, but it doesn't say what it does for damage.
Up top, at the very top. Go all the way up top. Under notes, 1d6. Can you not see notes? Can you see the weight of the item?
The weight says 30.
Okay, and
The
up
note
above weight.
CRM, and that's it.
What does the note say? No, up
C-
above weight, not below weight, but above weight.
We can't see above that.
Okay, so I'll have to do 700 items over then. Oh my god.
Or we can just
I
look
wish I would have. Yeah, I wish I would have known that 700 items ago. So yeah, it's 1d6. Yeah, I just added it in there. So yeah, go ahead and take a look at that. It's 1d6, and obviously it'll be 1d6 +1 for damage, and then you'll add another to hit in your bonuses box to hit. So, and then you'll add quite a bit of for your armor class. So Wilbur, you've got an armor class currently of 1.
was 4.
It was 4. So yeah,
4.
you've gained some nice AC. So yeah, you got a nice AC. He's the tank now, everybody.
All right, you go first, Over.
Yeah, right. Nice job. So yeah, one is, if the monster Stacko is 19, they got to roll an 18 or better to hit you. I mean, that's pretty good. Odds are in your favor, that's for sure. Okay, so let's see. Go ahead and you can drag and drop those items onto your character sheet, Gary. So you can drag them onto the inventory tab. Go ahead and do that and get rid of those off of the. And you can take all of those scrolls of detect magic also, because you're the only one that can use them, because they're for a cleric or a mage. So, all right. So you'll have to. Yeah, you'll have to take 4. Yeah, you'll have to take the chainmail as well, and then the other 4 scrolls, because when you drag, it drags one item and takes the quantity down. So you'll have to drag all 4 of those detect magic scrolls that are left in there in the chainmail. All right, everybody. So what else do you think? What else do you guys want to look at? Any other
I think
pools?
we're-
Red pool.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're batting
Yes.
1,000. Let's check out the rest of the pools. I mean, obviously there's still
Oh,
stuff
definitely.
in here.
All right.
Well, I was checking the red pool instead of watching him change.
Yeah, right.
Nobody
You were.
was watching him.
Yeah, I wasn't though.
You-
It's okay because back at the monastery, We used to watch everybody change. It was perfectly fun.
That's why they kicked you out.
No,
Exactly.
They didn't kick me out.
Bruce.
I mean, I decided to leave on my own. They wanted me to stay because I gave the best back rubs.
Yeah, the pool of the red pool is a this is the pool of wine, and like I said, this can be put into your wine skins and whatnot. Because I know that Dax has already tasted the wine, so yeah, it's a very, very nice wine, very high quality elvish type of wine.
So that's what I'll put in my water skin. Forget the healing potion. I'll take the liquid.
Sure.
So I'll go over to the green pool, the other green pool.
Okay. Yeah, the other green pool. You're looking down in there. So what are you doing as you're kind of just, this is it's just this horrible type of film that is, kind of like a shiny green, and it's about halfway empty, and it has this very murky liquid in it. It looks like a very stale water. But the actual wall of the entire pool is like this shiny green.
Excuse me. Did you have this at your monastery? Come look.
Well, I might as well get my grapple hook out, throw that bad boy back in.
Oh, into the pool?
Sure, why not, Dave? What's the worst that could happen?
Sure. So why don't you give me a D6 roll? I'm going to give him a random. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So you feel something. Oh my goodness. You are a stud, dude.
So we already knew that, Dave. I mean,
right.
That's just life for me.
So you are dragging the hook around down there, and it snatches and snags on something. Oh my goodness! So you pull.
Somebody help pull me this up.
You pull this. So all of a sudden, you start to see this leathery handle, and when you finish pulling this item out, it is a beautiful spear.
Oh snap!
Unbelievable. You're so lucky. You guys are like rolling low when you need to roll low, and you're rolling high when you need to roll high. That's just
because I had
amazing.
the Fantasy Grounds application earlier. But that doesn't matter. Let's continue with the game.
You got your extension, your hacked extension in there?
Yeah. It's called Excellent Dice by OneFood.
Right. Excellent dice. So yeah, you now have a beautiful spear, and it is of, in fact, it's even it's made of a metal that you really aren't familiar with, but it's beautiful.
Wait a minute, I'm from the monastery, Dave. Are you saying I'm not familiar with this? All right.
I'll tell you what. Do you have what kind of skill checks do you have?
I really don't have anything that would be majorly useful. Let me just double check.
No crafting or nothing like that?
I have
crafting. You haven't. You're gonna. What type of metal are you? Weapon?
Damn it!
Anybody have any kind of crafting or anything like that? Metallurgy or?
Yeah, I'd have crafting, but it's only for tattooing. So unless you use a spear for tattooing,
unless the cleric wants to burn another, scroll.
Wait.
Have 5
I do have lip reading. Is that going to come in handy in this situation?
Not in this situation. I would probably say no.
Shoot.
Not in this situation. I am sorry. So don't forget to take the healing potions if you guys want them as well.
Yeah, we definitely should take those healing potions. But listen, let's not. We don't need to identify this, because even if we were to identify it, does anybody use a spear? Let's just take this spear with us.
Well, you can always use it. You just won't have the weapon mastery bonuses, and then maybe you sell the spear later and get something that you are a weapon master in. Yeah.
I mean, I could use it if that's what I desired, but my bolo is really done well.
Your bolo.
But I think the smart move for us is we don't want to just expend this one scroll every single time. Let's accumulate a couple more of these items if we're not going to use them right away.
Well,
And
you
then we
can
can
always-
expend one scroll for multiple.
Yeah, once Gary gets his spell slots at level 2, he'll be able to cast Detect Magic as well. So that's an
But
option
you know-
that you'll have.
Wilbur, if you can detect magic, can't you cast Detect Magic through the whole room and try to detect where there's magic items in each of these?
Mhm.
Wilbur? You're like, maybe.
Well, he only
Maybe.
had a couple of seconds to basically confirm that the 3 items were magical. But it only lasts for a couple of seconds. But so I mean, you could use another one.
I don't know, just an idea. I know we didn't have a lot of magical stuff where I'm from, or any. Although we did have a guy that could do really awesome card tricks, and he could pull a coin out of my ear. But that's as much magic as we ever got in the mono.
Well, I'm just going to say it's entirely up to you. I mean, these scrolls are for all of us. If you want me to use more of them, I'm perfectly willing and able.
No. I say.
Let's wait till we have more.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
So which pools have we not checked yet?
The pools that you have not checked, there's only a couple of them.